Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Worship channel, and welcome to a new video. Today, my topic is about something about a topic is really going on, the past few days, which is the deal of Trump with the Israeli government uh, concerning the Jerusalem. Uh, Trump is a very biased president. He doesn't understand really, truly, what he discussing, and that that's the main problem. So the question now is whether or not Jerusalem today is Israelite city. The answer is no. Jerusalem is not Israelite city. Jerusalem was Israelite city according to the Islamic history. The Islamic history acknowledges uh, Jerusalem at some point in the past as Israelite city, and this, it belonged to the Islamic or integrity, integrity of religion. So just be familiar with the word Islamic. Islamic mean to have integrity in religion. So it wouldn't, sound strange to you. Who built Jerusalem? The man who built Jerusalem was Solomon, son of David. Solomon was a prophet, and so as David as well. Uh, then Jerusalem used to be the capital of religion for the world religion. That's the integrity I'm talking about for so many decades and so many centuries until the Muslims uh, came and conquered Jerusalem, and that's a dispute. So when the Muslim, the Jerusalem was conquered, I was really militarily conquered by the Khalifa, the second Khalifa to the Prophet Muhammad. So we, after the Prophet Muhammad came, one Khalifa, his name is Abu Bakr. Then came the second Khalifa. His name was Umar, Umar ibn al-Khattab, Umar, son of Khattab. And then Jerusalem was conquered by him. And then, Jerusalem at this point converted from being, an Israelite city to an international city. So the Muslim really didn't capture Jerusalem to be an Islamic city. And the Muslims, they were aware that Jerusalem is not Islamic city, even though it has been part, or it is part of the Islamic religion, but they conquered it as international city. What international city mean according to the Islamic religion? International city means we deal with each other regardless to our religion. So I have my religion. You have your religion. Sorry, you have your religion, and I have my religion. So what is in dispute? Our religion shouldn't be a factor in the about anything you are disputing about, because that's a freedom of religion. You have your personal religion, I have my religion, and shouldn't be a dispute. We shouldn't leave the up-to-date event and discuss our religions. We shouldn't do that. That's the meaning of international city. So right now Trump is wanting to destroy this great rule of freedom. the Muslims bought a rule for freedom by letting Jerusalem an international city. The Muslims were able to, convert Jerusalem to Islamic city, but that's impossible realistically because, because people are free to choose their religion regardless of whether they want to stay in Jerusalem or not. That's what, you know. But there is something common between people, even though people may be different in religion, but there is what's, common between us, that we all worship the Creator. That's what really, common between the people. Christians, Muslim, Jews, atheists, even the atheist, he is a worshipper to the Creator. The Muslims, we worship the Creator. Christians worship the Creator. And then we have differences, in other, things. So, by letting, Jerusalem is a capital of Israel, that's completely destroying the whole rule for religious freedom, because Israel ruined this place by wars, by evil, and Israel is going to, do the same thing over and over if Jerusalem is in their hand. Israel, the Israelis are going to manipulate, the purpose that why people created for, why mankind is created for. The Israelis are able, can, by, so much evil and so much, rebelliousness, Israelis can cause so many, damage and so many evil and so many destruction in the world if Jerusalem in their hand. Why? Because the Israelis, they are just corrupt. The Israelis are corrupt and are going to manipulate the worship. The worship is free and can never be manipulated. So as religion can never be manipulated, and religion is, too much less extent than worship, because the worship, it's, it's really what every, mankind do, regardless to their religion or religious differences. That's the ground for, religious freedom. The act of worship. So we must prevent Trump from giving Jerusalem to the Israelis. So what this mean is, if the Israelis have Jerusalem, no other mankind will be able to go to Jerusalem and, do worship or anything like this. Forget about that. Because Israelis are going to convert Jerusalem from the city, from being a city of worship, to discos and nightclub, and gambling, and like weapon, like mass destruction weapon, center. Israelis are going to convert Jerusalem to a mass destruction center if Jerusalem in their hand. So from being heaven, imagine that Jerusalem should be the heaven of this world, of this earth, or this, this world under the skies. Jerusalem should be the second, like the it was at some point the first heaven. Now it's, second heaven of worship. So imagine of Jerusalem being a city of heaven of worship to a corrupt, ruined city by the hands of the Israelis. That's what Trump is wanting to do. He wants to let the Israelis take over in Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is never, and this Jerusalem is never Israeli city. There is, because after the Muslim conquered Jerusalem, even the Muslim didn't want to make Jerusalem a Muslim city, because if we are the Muslim people made the Jerusalem a Muslim city, mean we are preventing so much people from doing the worship, and this is not fair. We can't just confiscate the right of people to worship the Creator just because they aren't Muslims, or they have differences in our religion. We can never manipulate the worship act. No human being can never manipulate the worship act. Israelis, should even Israelis don't know how to worship, and Israelis are being told, by other people how to worship. So how you are going to run a worship city if you can't worship yourself? If you are learning how to worship, I don't understand that. So, meanwhile, the Israelis are going, like I said, to convert, Jerusalem from a worship city to just a city of discos and bars and nightclubs and, adultery and stealing and murdering and killing. Imagine all the Israeli crimes. It's going to be an image in Jerusalem, or if the Israelis run Jerusalem. Jerusalem is an international city and will remain an international city. If you like the video, just subscribe the channel, share it, and let's prevent Trump from giving Jerusalem to the Israelis. Thank you.